your time would have ended, and the next speaker is Sokanyile. 29 minutes past 11. Your microphone must be on. Don't look at the chair, look at your microphone. Yes. Your time starts now, Honorable James.
Thank you, Chair. Goeiemôre, meneer O'Sullivan. As jy
Goeiemôre.
okay vandag, ek het gesien jy het bietjie gestretch nou. Is jou rug alright?
Ja, ek is lekker.
Okay. Baie dankie vir jou testimonie wat jy voor ons gebring het gister. Jy het mos Suid-Afrika toe gekom om Afrikaans te leer. Is dit reg?
Kan u Engels praat asseblief?
Maar het jy nie gesê jy het hiernatoe gekom vir die goeie weer en om bietjie Afrikaans te leer?
My Afrikaans is nie goed nie.
Jou Afrikaans. Okay. Ek gaan dit maar ek het vrae gehad vir jou in Afrikaans, maar ek gaan dit maar nou daar los. Ons wil net getoets het of jy wel hier gekom het vir die Afrikaans, soos jy ons gesê het gister. So dis duidelik, jy kan nog steeds die Afrikaans praat.
Wat sê jy?
Okay, dankie.
Chair, if you can hear the Africans, at least let's hear the witness responding. He is too far from the mic.
May you please get closer.
We're forgiven that part of not knowing African.
May you please get closer to the microphone and respond in Afrikaans.
Perhaps we can speak Irish.
So that's a minute of my time added. Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, you said yesterday that you came to South Africa because of the good weather and you wanted to learn Afrikaans. We've just proven that you haven't learned any Afrikaans.
So, with all due respect, I could at one stage speak Afrikaans fluently. But the year before last, there was an attempt to murder me.
Yeah.
And that attempt resulted in a brain injury.
Okay.
And I have photographs which I can show to demonstrate that, in fact, I was nearly killed. I had a
Sorry to hear.
broken neck
Thank you so much.
and a fractured skull.
Thank you very much. I want to move to a very important topic and you start with it, and I want to fully agree. And in such cases, we need to track the money, because where there's money, there's chaos. You mentioned that the slush fund, Secret Service fund, root of all evil, cause of our unhappiness and why we find ourselves here today. Am I correct?
No, I didn't say it's why we find ourselves here today.
You said it's the root of all evil.
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct. Let's stay there. I want to turn to crime intelligence slush fund, right? It is also known as the C fund, and in your affidavit, you refer to it as the Secret Service account, right? On paragraph 2265, you state that theft and abuse of this fund have been prevalent for 20 years. That
Yes,
correct?
That's
Okay.
correct.
Are you therefore saying since 2006, the slush fund has operated as a vehicle for corruption and theft financed by South African taxpayers?
Well, the slush fund is taxpayers' fund.
Thank you. Also on page 23, paragraph 66, you identify the extreme secrecy that surrounds and governs the slush fund as one of the fund's primary weaknesses. That correct? You're saying the
What
secrecy,
page number, sorry?
page 23, paragraph 66.
Correct.
You
yes.
identify the extreme secrecy that surrounds and governs this fund as one of the fund's primary weaknesses. Correct?
Which paragraph is that?
66.
Yes, sorry, that's on the previous page, 22.
Is it your testimony that this veil of secrecy has enabled and encouraged ongoing abuse of the slush fund for illegal activities?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, right? On page 25, you describe the slush fund as a manna from heaven for criminals. Please explain what is meant by this phrase.
Manna from heaven.
Yeah,
It means a gift.
a gift.
Yes.
Okay. You've also repeatedly stated that, you know, you've done a lot of work, a lot of goodwill for South Africa, and you've never really benefited from any of it,
That's correct.
right? You have stated that you have not received any payments, not rewards or gratification for the so-called forensic work you undertook on page, this you mentioned on page 64, paragraph 175 of your affidavit. Correct?
public interest work. I've never received anything for the public interest work I've done in this country. In fact, quite the opposite.
Please speak into the mic. I need you to
I
say
said
that
I've
loud
never
and
received
clearly.
anything.
You've never received anything.
No.
Niks nie. Okay. Jy's 'n regtig goeie mens. Chair, and also you've also claimed you've had a conversation with Honorable Trollop, and it states in the WhatsApp
Sorry,
message,
Honourable who?
Honorable Trollop, Ethel Trollop.
What paragraph is that?
No, it's not there. I'm just saying I just believe that you've been in conversation. I have the copies of the WhatsApp.
I've
And-
never spoken to Honourable Trollop in my life.
What?
Yes. Never spoken to him. I sent him WhatsApp messages,
Yes.
but I've never spoken to him in my life. Never.
Okay, but I've got proof that you sent him WhatsApp messages. And
I
you have
didn't say,
wait for me to finish my question. And in your WhatsApp messages there, you've also said that you've never received any funds or gratification.
correct.
Okay. Mr. O'Sullivan, ek weet nie eens of ons jou moet verder question nie vandag.
Chair, can I ask the honourable member to use English?
Okay. Chair, in my possession, our internal memorandum dated the 7th of May 2007 and subsequent proof of payment dated the 16th of May 2007, reflecting a payment of 100,000 rand to Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, originating from the slush fund. Mr. O'Sullivan, request for an advance from the DSO confidential funds, right, for work pertaining to the Kretschner case that you mentioned. Wag nou eers, Mr. O'Sullivan. Here's the application. Mr. O'Sullivan, here is the check made out to you. 100,000 from the very root of all evil that you have received when you came here telling us that this is the root of, you too have benefited from the manna of heaven.
Not true.
Not true.
Not true.
Mr. Sullivan, and I can provide this request for advance reimbursement. Here's the application. Here's the money you've deposited into your Nedbank account.
Can I answer, or are you going to carry on talking? May I?
I'm showing you the proof.
You're not showing me the proof. I can't read what you've put in front of yourself there.
You can take it. You can, there we go.
Then you also make copies for honorable members too. Is that the only document that you are circulating?
Excuse me, Chair?
Is that the only document you are circulating?
I can circulate this as well. The team can just come. I can do the application for the 100,000. I can send you the motivation. It's all here. Application for reward for Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. We'll just compile it nicely and then just give to the members. There we go. Chair, this is taking up my time. I think, and my time is almost up.
Yeah, you should have arranged with Bonani before the meeting.
Yeah, I should have arranged with him. But nevertheless, I want to conclude that you have repeatedly stated that you did not receive any money, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. And today I have brought receipts to prove to you that you have lied to this house under oath. And because you have lied to this house under oath, and we do have the evidence, as Action SA, after this meeting, we will be opening up and laying criminal charges against you. I leave it at that. Thank you, Chair.
Sorry, Chair, am I allowed to respond, or am I just going to sit here and listen to the lies being peddled by the honourable member.
It's me.
Listen to me. She has raised matters with you, and she has also given you what she says is proof. So now, like we promised you yesterday, now it's your time to speak to the document that she has put before you.
Thank you, Chairman.
And any other answer that you may want to give from what she has said.
Thank you, Chairman. So, this payment of 100,000 Rand did not come from the Crime Intelligence Slush Fund. It came from the DSO's C Fund. And it's not in 2007. It was in 2006. And it was a refund for monies that I spent. Sorry, Chairman, if I have to sit here and have somebody making body language faces at me while I'm giving an explanation, I will then have to turn and look at you and not the honourable member.
You only spent 22,500. It's on the application form.
Chairman,
You said you did not receive any funds ever.
Honorable James, may we please allow the witness, give him chance to respond to your questions.
thank you, Chairman. It's a refund of expenses I've incurred at the request of the DSO, which was then called the Scorpions, for two things. The one was for security, additional security arrangements put in place for a witness who was afraid for his life. And this is in connection with the Scorpions investigation, the DSO, carried out in respect of the late Jackie Salebi. And they agreed to refund me the monies I spent, which also included the use of my aircraft. And they, not me, they chose to refund it in this format. And in fact, the amount of money I spent was in excess of R500,000, of which they contributed 100,000 Rand. And it wasn't paid from the Crime Intelligence Slush Fund. It was paid from the NPA account. So the honourable member is wrong when she says that I lied when I denied receiving monies from the slush fund.
Yeah, I don't want you or any other member to use the word lies or wrong. We can choose to use the word inaccurate. Maybe before, still on this question, the reimbursements that you received, was there a prior agreement before was there a prior agreement between yourself and the DSO that you were going to investigate, or this is going to be the role?
Chairman, I have my own aircraft.
If you
asked me a question.
If you can allow me to
Okay, sorry, I thought you finished.
The thing is, I speak very slow so that you get every word that I want to say. Any prior agreement that we are now going to start investigations on the affairs of Mr. Salebi or the alleged corruption against Mr. Salebi. We are the DSO. This is the capacity we have. These are our limitations. We are now going to source external services from Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. This is how far he can go, and this is how much we will pay him after the work has been done. Was there that kind of an agreement?
The agreement, it was an oral agreement, Chairman, and the agreement was that they would assist with the expenses I was incurring And it wasn't just in respect of Jackie Celebi. I don't know what the project was about, but they had a drug project that they were busy with, where they were tracking people that were transporting drugs. And I took 2 members of the DSO in my plane. I supplied a radio to members of the DSO in cars on the ground. And we flew over and we watched and followed a car going from different places to different places. And I wasn't involved in that project. I just allowed them to use my plane.
Who were those 2 members that were in your craft?
The one was Advocate Gerinel. I don't remember the name of the other person because I didn't know it. But he came with Advocate Gerinel.
Okay. And then you say that the agreement was oral.
Oral agreement. They needed my urgent assistance. And in addition to that, Chairman, there was an attempt to murder one of the witnesses in the Jackie Celebi matter. And
who was the person who approved these payments that were made to you?
I am assuming it was Advocate Gerinel. I don't know who approved it.
Honorable James, yeah, okay.
Chair, Mr. Sullivan, in your testimony, you have said that you have never received any funds, no reimbursement, nothing. Dololo. That's what you said in paragraph 175. It's there.
Chairman.
Right? You said that you have never received. You were reimbursed for the aircraft 6,000 Rand. It's on the application. Your total reimbursement amounted to 22,000 Rand. The entire application I have circulated to the members. It clearly outlines the project name Coffee.
Chairman, I don't have any.
It outlines the work you've done. It clearly outlines the reason for your payment. It's all in the application and the motivation. Unfortunately, my time does not permit me to go through the application, and hence I have circulated it to all the members. It's all there. So the hogwash you are telling us contradicts what's in the application. The documents, the proof speaks for itself.
Yeah. Is there anything you want? I want you to be calm, both of you, yourself and Honorable James.
Well, unlike the honourable member, I will remain calm. First of all, Chairman, I'm not in the business of providing hogwash. I have stated there, and I'm going to read it, paragraph 175. For the avoidance of doubt, I have never been remunerated for any of my public interest work over the last 25 years. Quite the opposite, I've spent vast sums of my own funds in the interest of making South Africa a safer country for all its inhabitants. However, when I was requested to provide extra services, not something I chose to do of my own account, I was requested to pay for the security enhancements of a witness. And unfortunately, Chairman, these documents from 20 years ago, I don't have in my possession. And it would be appropriate for them to be in my possession before these wild allegations are being made against me. It would absolutely be appropriate to put the documents in front of me and say, can you explain that? And that's not what's happened here, Chairman.
Okay. Your time has expired, Honorable James. May we move to Honorable Sokanyile. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Morning, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan.
She's sitting here.
I'm greeting you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I didn't. I'm trying to.
Honorable